When we don't see accountability, when we don't actually see wrongs being righted, the American people will continue to distrust and question. And that was part of what went on in 2020 as well. People were questioning, well, can we trust them? We know what they just did in the Russia collusion hoax. Real quick, your election right now in Wisconsin, you say they are interfering in your election because of these smears on you. Let's take a look at where you stand in Wisconsin. Tell me about your opponent and why you believe you right now are being smeared. And this is the result. 50% for Barnes, 46% for Johnson in the Wisconsin Senate race.
Well, again, because of their suppression, they absolutely interfered in the 2020 election far greater than anything Russia or China could ever do.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And do you know Ron Johnson, the guy who sold out Wisconsin's jobs, the guy that sold out American democracy, the Russian stooge? Yes, all the above. And here we see Ron Johnson whining and complaining that Wisconsin voters have wisened up to his treasonous ways. Yes, Ron Johnson has thrown his lot in with the treasonous caucus completely. Remember, that is the guy that tried to hand Mike Pence fake electors, the guy who was the first to start pushing idiot conspiracy theories about January the 6th.
By leaking that briefing, basically saying I'm a tool of Russia, which I am not, a completely false accusation, the Wisconsin press picks that up. And there are people in Wisconsin think I'm a tool of Vladimir Putin. Nothing could be further from the truth, but they have smeared me publicly, and they just might impact the 2022 election here in Wisconsin as well. Because let's face it, Maria, they do not want me reelected because I would be chairman of the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations. They know I will investigate their corruption. So Ron Johnson for Senate.com, I'm going to need a lot of help. They've already spent more than $50 million smearing me. And of course, the FBI is part of that process.
As you can see, Ron Johnson has racked up quite the list of evil deeds, and now he's wondering why he's down in the polls. And like all his treason caucus buddies, instead of any accountability, instead of taking a hint that maybe the American public doesn't want traitors in our Senate, Ron Johnson is taking a page out of Trump's playbook and crying foul like a whiny little baby that he is. The treason caucus isn't looking to win votes. They're looking to rile up their base to go to war for them and seize office. They want January 6th to become the norm because it's their only pathway to power. Ron Johnson is nothing more than a parasite. He's banking on the right-wing lunatic fringe to give his worthless behind another 6 years of a free lunch on the public tax dollar, not in a free and fair election, but in destruction of democracy. You see, Ron Johnson has raked in a lot of dough in his time in office. He's ballooned his assets and investments, and what exactly has he done for the people of Wisconsin? Does this guy ever vote for anything or do anything to benefit Wisconsin's working class? Why exactly does this guy want to be in office so bad? Remember, this is the guy that vowed he would not run in 2022. Well, when you got a big fat government-funded grift, I guess you don't want to give that up. That's certainly the mindset of these useless suits that make up the Republican Party anyhow. These saps wouldn't know how to function in the working world. Their hands have never suffered a callus. Their backs have never endured a single day's honest work. The truth is, all these guys know are cons, baseless lawsuits and grifts. They have no other skills. They need the uneducated to vote for them for their own livelihood. Think of it as a politician's welfare program. Doesn't that make you feel warm and cozy inside? I, for one, couldn't be happier about this poll Ron Johnson is whining about. Nothing would be better than to remove these treasonous leeches out of Congress. These midterms need to be a statement made by the American public in rejection of the fascist Republican Party. Democracy needs to be the standard by which all politicians are measured. It's not that hard of a concept to grasp. You never vote for somebody who wants to take your vote away. We will all breathe a sigh of relief when the poison that is killing our democracy is finally defeated. Getting the miserable weasel Ron Johnson out of office will be a step in the right direction, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.